They got a very strong bot lane, honestly. It's also kind of difficult to gank.
Because of the move speed, the dash.
The damage, honestly, everything really about them is kinda scary.
Yeah.
Darius is a bit more reasonable to gank because he's very mobile and potentially mid lane if ever, but duels with Warwick should be often avoided, obviously. Because even if you have an Amp Tome, he just means the 1v1 against you, honestly.
I guess because of the healing
The
and the attack
healing, the
speed boost,
damage,
that's
yeah.
your. It's no AFK this time.
So it does look like they potentially invade your bot side. You could walk for his raptors, honestly, if he tries to. If it looks like he could potentially steal your camps, just look what they are doing. Check out if he's staying to steal.
Okay.
It looks like the guy does start from the bot side, but it's very dangerous to steal his camps because of his W. So if you go too low on HP, which Mord does, then he sniffs you with his W and he runs at the speed of light towards you. So, by the way, you could bombard it, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Usually they don't invade in lower ranks. I think the idea in here as well, it's most likely you need to also ping now and then Warwick when he gets a ganking opportunity. And by the way, like when these raptors are spawning, you can already cast your time before your Q before they spawn, so it
Oh yeah,
exaggerates them.
I tried that, but I messed it up. So
The
now I'm
easy,
worried that I'm gonna mess it up again. I'll keep practicing it though.
yeah. So like the easiest way to do it is just honestly by I feel like just by aiming to like when you can visually see them, that's when it's the easiest to time. Um, and here you're just gonna like cleave them and recount like that. Kill Amptome and usually when a first item fated ashes.
Yeah,
That's the component.
I've been buying Leandry's first.
Now you can move your camera top mid. Those are your potentially gankable lanes. So the thing about top lane is that it could be soon gankable, but Warwick could be there as well. For now, we're just gonna see us. There's a good threat that there will be a Warwick in that bush, so you can also just keep CSing. You can use your potion right now just to gain some gold. Just press the second button. Just like that.
What does it give? Oh,
It
extra damage. Oh,
gives you like 5 true damage on basics and just 40 gold. It's not a lot, but yeah, that's something. I think the clear was a little bit slow, because normally at this point you also get Grump. You can smite this really quick. You should smite and run. You can use your E defensively if you know how to do it, like that. Okay. Looks like no one really rotated from our team, but Darius is running lower and lower. So I think we can gank some top lane, because Darius can TP back, so he will stay top side. Let's look top
Okay.
lane, move your camera on top lane, see his HP, we could try to gank him.
Yeah.
Potentially dive him. You can just go in here. I would just
I just ghost.
yeah, ghost him. And you could play around this flash. Now you can E.
Wow.
It's fine, you got two of his summoner spells or one. But you can stay for a dive, honestly, because he did give up his abilities. So you could wait until... Looks like the guy could recall as well. You can just press B. You can just press B. Looks like likely the guy just beat. But you have money for Fated Ashes and...
So at this point, do I change my trinket?
yeah, you can. You can change it, honestly. Oh, it looks
Okay,
like he
so
moved his flash.
I don't think he took my based on his CS.
He has the
I don't
same
think he
amount of
took.
CS as you have, which means he took the same amount of camps, so he didn't steal anything.
Yeah, unless he took this and not the scuttle. Yeah, he took this and not the scuttle.
So
Should I go there and try to steal?
you can fight the Warwick if your team rotates, but it looks like Zoe has a better rotation. It looks like it's gone actually, it's not supposed to be up,
How come
Um,
he has the same amount of CS as me? That's
maybe
strange,
he
right?
didn't take one of his, maybe, I think he didn't take his grubs actually. Yeah, I didn't take his grubs most likely then, or something. You should also, by the way, use your E if you're not gonna use anytime soon your E in combat, so... You should also use your W when your second health bar is maxed out. You could check on Drake for now, like that. I would just say at
So
this
now
point,
what?
we are looking to recall, honestly. You should just press B and we can get a Dark Seal. Ideally we can go for Void Grabs, but the Drake is too risky. Just from the Void Grabs you can kite them out nicely, you can get one at a time, but the Drakes are always very risky, especially into Lucian Nami. So if they have a very strong bot lane, you kind of want to avoid those Drakes, because Warwick could also like use his W on you when you're under 50% HP and then you just die, so it's always good to be cautious on that. Could take the Scuttle, it's a bit higher of value, but check Darius' HP, because that could be a potential dive if he's too busy. Honestly, we could get this really quick and go top lane. Yeah, let's just go top lane. We can dive that guy. Just go the other way,
Oh, there was a ward here.
He will not even expect you diving, honestly. Just ping Gangplank to push the wave. It's a cannon wave as well. I wouldn't walk there because he could be warding that bush. You should only walk here when Gangplank is in position. Does look like this guy actually recalled again. Well, you could just start for now grabs then. Does look like this guy is not greeding at all. Should just pull them as close as possible so you can AoE. Ideally you basic attack, walk outwards from the pit, so you're gonna learn it for now, walk outwards so they pull together, and then you can AoE all of them, you know, like that.
See.
So the more outwards you walk with them, the more they're gonna stick together, so it's a bit easier to like deal with them. So recently, so you could check on his raptors actually, because recently he took the Drake, if you remember, and these raptors
Yeah.
are supposed to be up at this point. So we could check on those to get our level 6 potentially. They're gone actually. Okay, I don't know, when did this guy take it? Maybe it was topside, huh? His red is kind of risky, so we don't really wanna go for that. I think we're gonna hit our level 6 soon, and then we can actually aim to like do something.
potentially gank Darius.
I think we could go top lane if you have ghost up. You should Q it, smite it, and we can go. It's nice if he hits 6 before. Looks like the guy plays very deep. This pink that you're going in. Looks like he warded again. This guy all the time wards. You could ghost regardless. Or no, let it be now. He walked away. Looks like Gangplank is not really in position to hit a barrel. If Gangplank could hit a barrel there, we could then maybe commit, but...
Is it worth going back, or should I just take blue?
Not now, not now. We're just gonna CS and move our camera around. So yeah, check Zoe's HP, the mid lane's HP. It's not super gankable because she got Yomu's Ghost played as well currently. I think we're mainly gonna be CSing this and that, honestly. For now, we just CS quite a lot. And make sure you use your E if you're not gonna use it in player combat anytime soon. Gives you an extra bit of a boost. For now, we're just gonna clear downwards, get our bot side camps, and I think soon we're gonna look for something on bot lane. Because they tend to play very aggressively on both sides, so... You can also, by the way, use your Q from the wall side as well, or from the bush. It's a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks like Misfortune wants to be, so I think we are looking for, it looks like it's just mainly like a CSing game so far. Looks like it's quite the CSing game. Should smite, by the way, so every time you have 2 smites, you should smite 1 camp at least. So you're gonna have, so you're gonna speed your clear up, and you're gonna have anyways 1 smite for combat, so if you have 2 smites, always smite a camp. In here, I think mainly we are looking to B. We can't really gank properly here, I would say. Actually, Nami is not here. We could actually look for a engage on Lucian. And steal that and walk away. You could combo him. You could R him. But so ideally before he wasn't in Q range, you know. So his Q gives him unstoppable, which means that
Yeah.
you can't actually hit your R then. So when he was a bit more further from a Q range, you should ban R him, I feel like. But it's still a 1-for-1, so it shouldn't be a big deal. You keep the potion for now, we can keep it.
Do I get boots?
I think you have magical footwear, no? You can't buy boots.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'm gonna get some free boots soon anyways, and I think we can just maximize grubs out at most. For now, I think we can get camp really quick before the grub spawn, and we get our level 8. Gangplank has a decent prio. You can ping your team that you wanna do grubs, so they're gonna more likely shove and rotate. You can have ping. Does Gangplank have TP or Ignite?
Ignite.
We have to wait for him a little bit. So like Nami is both sides, so we could actually start these, but you should also like look at Zoe and Darius potentially rotating on you, or Warwick. We just run here actually. No, not towards Darius, downwards. Smite him so you can actually like slow him a little bit. Use your smite on anyone. Looks like we are a bit caught here, but maybe
no one is.
use your E defensively. Oh. Oh, maybe you're out.
Yeah. He used everything for that.
Maybe they managed to go for a 1-for-1.
Oh no.
You get even the assist for Dark Seals, kinda nice. Now check if you have money for your... Not yet.
The entries. I don't. Sell the potion. Oh, it doesn't sell for anything.
Gold. Gives you 0 gold. You can walk towards grabs, ping your team. If you get at least 4...
Why is Gangplank not going there?
Just ping
He's
help.
dead.
Just ping help and he will understand it. But I think he pretty much saw it, he just didn't really... I think he doesn't have war either.
Warwick is there.
Use your potion in this all-in, we can fight them. Use your potion. Press 1. Yeah. All in the dummy. You hit the dummy. All in the dummy. Smite him as well. Q. Okay, maybe you can hit a Q now. I think you did hit it.
Oh,
It's still
that
a
is
one
just.
for one. Potentially two, honestly, but if she escapes, it could be fine.
I guess I should go towards bot lane for the dragon.
I think they got some plates at least on both sides because Nami rotated. I think for now we still want to avoid Drake's because Lucian Nami is too fat, so I think it's the same logic, like at most we want to avoid them, but now we could look bot lane at least. Look if, just move your camera on bot lane. Honestly, I've ghost up, like we could just sit in this bush and you could use your potion and put a point in your E. We can't just like counter their dive, just press 1 and put a point in your E. Watch
Oh,
out if they
okay.
engage on the looks maybe. Can just sit here in case they dive, because they play very aggressively. So it looks like they dive, I mean. You can walk in, just try to walk in now. Try to walk in, not that way, like just ghosting them. But the mainly I said the other way, because like if Nami ults, then at least he doesn't ult both of us, you know. That was the idea. But I
Okay.
think you can protect a little bit them until they break out, honestly. Because there's a world where Warwick's Orsin. You could EQ the bush, just try to EQ the bush. Oh, he's not inside.
I think he's just taking the dragon or my red.
Yeah, I think you could walk towards your red and maybe pink your looks, but looks like your looks would die if you leave her. I think your no, it looks like we just like try to catch our red, but it may be no, it's not gone. Oh, she's ungankable as well. We just see us honestly. We just go for her out potentially, but she does have a moves, so not a lot we can get done into her as well.
Where does she keep getting Yomus from?
She just randomly gets it.
Oh, the minions.
Yeah, the minions.
The minions drop it, right?
Yeah. And you could aim to use your E more often, and also just like try to kite the camps into each other with your passive. Right now your passive does a lot, so now you could like get both of these camps very easily if you just like kite them into. You can also use your E, to pull the Gromp into the loot and kill both of them for a faster clear. Does look like we could gank top, honestly. Maybe we get the gank off. We could all in this Darius. Just walk up. We could all in this Darius. Just gotta hit your combo for now, and then you can R him. Where is it? Just hit your combo and R him. Like that. Try,
The
try to smite him at least. Try to smite him so you can more accurately hit your Q because of the slow. Kill the
that
wave.
was very janky.
With practice you'll be able to get those Qs off a little bit better. You can take Herald because it looks like 3 of them are dead, so it's supposed to be fine. Just try to kite them upwards as well. Just EQ the Herald. You shouldn't just EQ the Herald from the wall side. And mainly just kite it towards top side. So if Nami, potentially Lucian, but I don't think so, he will be here, probably not. It's a bit nicer if you kite it out so you have more room to escape. It's kind of like the same logic we know with the Drake you did on our first coaching session. Just hitting
Yeah.
top it is like the worst spot you can be in. Also aim to use your W just for the shield for the healing. If it's max, usually it's best if you pull it for some basics and then recast it, but shouldn't be a big deal. Now watch out to smite, because Warwick could potentially show up. I guess here actually.
Oh, okay. I was focusing on farming. Okay. Um, so Hextech Rocket Belt?
This game, yeah, Rocket Bat is fine.
I usually get Lilas in Next actually. Do you think that's better?
Honestly, like we kinda need the slow as well if I think about it. We kinda need the slow as well, but we need the Rocket Belt as well. It's one of those games. Honestly, we could just have that utility of the slow. We could just go for ally then. So at least we have this utility that we can provide.
Maybe I can help here.
You got Ori before he blast cones. You got yeah, like that. By the way, you should press more often your Q off cooldown, because I noticed every time you're in champion combat, you actually don't really use your Q when it's up.
Yeah, I think that's a general problem I have, like using spells a lot. I need to get into the habit of just pressing them, like just using them when they're off cooldown.
Yeah, usually the cooldown decreases per points and with legend haystack, so as time passes, you should assume your Q is way faster up than before. We could fight this guy with some teammates. Oh,
Wow.
I think we have Rala in the base now, no? Do we have
I
more
think
info?
so.
Yeah, I think we could get maybe
Yes.
one more camp and just be. I think ideally we could be before Drake. Um, Looks like it's a hard Drake fight though because we are quite behind now.
Yep.
We can get the control ward as well.
Yeah, I clicked it, but it didn't die. Okay. That makes it more plausible to get Drake, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now that Nami is dead, Darius coming potentially TPs, but you could maybe just ward the Drake first, honestly, so we can see if they're doing it or not. It looks like they
No.
don't. Because I feel like the recap was a bit delayed, because we also kind of like to grab thirst before we went for ally, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think for
Oh,
now,
it wasn't up yet.
it wasn't up. I think for now we can also just think like who should you ideally or in a team fight. That will allow you to like get better picks. Because Smite is really quick and we can kill him. We could also check his items if he has something with him more. We could or him, just or him. Yeah. Oof. Okay, I was a little bit closer to it.
That was a bit hairy.
This mid would just B, honestly. Just press B.
I was gonna take the grump.
It's not really worth, so now we already have like plated seal caps in the base. I just got plated seal caps, that one. So we have some good amount of resistance as well. And I think as long as we have your aura up, honestly, it should be very easy for us to deal with the enemy team. Now we're slowly turning into quite the unstoppable champion if we get more and more kills. Should just move your camera more often on fights on people's HP so you can see whether if you should follow something up or not. Michael could maybe walk here and looks like she's just dead very quickly. She just really got sandwiched there. I think we just wait for our ore think we just CS until we have aura, because it looks like it's hard to actually get any opportunities, sadly. To, yeah, it looks like we just CS, honestly. Until we have aura, we just farm. Also use your smite when you have 2 smites and your E. You can just walk up here. You could maybe just walk up towards Illusion. We could maybe aura him. Hmm.
Oh,
I should try to disengage from him with the plant though. Oh. Yeah,
wow.
so I would then just maybe you get him anyways on snow. Q? You hit your Q? Ari picks them up, it's fine I think. Yeah, Ari just does get it. I think Warwick flashed honestly. Yeah, at this point honestly we could just get one more camp and probably recount.
Is it worth getting anti-heal, by the way? Oblivion?
Um honestly, why not? You could get it. You
For
have like
because of
Warwick.
Darius and
Warwick helps a bit in duels, yeah. Maybe he gets the kill honestly. Yeah, does get the kill, that's perfect. I think you should look downwards as well and look for collapses with your ghost. Every time you have your ghost up and aura up, you could look for more plays. You can even catch champions that are a bit more difficult. Keep walking, she's gonna recall in the first bush. Or bot lane on the first bush, but you should also aim to Oracle to see where she is. Uh,
Hmm,
no, it looks like
interesting.
maybe she spotted you on the ward and walked the opposite direction. Oh, she's there actually, look, she's at Gangplank. Yeah,
Oh, she
Gangplank got
did.
him. Yeah, she walked the opposite side. Probably it was warded then. Also just use your W like that just to heal. Think we could fight them with Gangplank. He has aura up as well. Just step up actually, step up and fight Warwick, fight Warwick. So when he
Oh,
was charmed, we could ban all in him. We can fight this I feel like, if you can hit a good combo. So is that Gangplank as our... We could start Drake just to get our face checks. You should try to EQ. You should try to EQ Lucian when he ors. Saw him. Yeah, it's perfect. Use your W. Yeah, like that. Okay. Check Darius' HP. Can we help him a little bit? We can. Oh no, let me just walk away. W. Use your W and Q. Yeah, it's kind of scary how late you use your Q. I say like some fights shouldn't really be that close. Oh boy. Yeah, we run. She kills us. I just ran away from her completely.
should I get the full item for this?
Yeah, it's usually not really worth. Not really
Okay,
worth. At this point, you can just get honestly a Zanye
I
probably
should.
wouldn't feel to be bad. You can, yeah, you can sell it as well and get a rot honestly.
This one?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like honestly, Zanye would be fine. I would say as a defensive item.
Oh, no angle.
No, not much for now. So just stick to CSing. I could art the dummy, honestly. Or even this guy behind you. Oh,
Oh, yeah. I need to start moving the camera when I'm walking. So I would have seen him if I did.
mm. Oh, what is this?
Why doesn't he use his sphere?
Honestly, I don't even know. Maybe he used it on a camp before.
Well, maybe he doesn't know that the fear can cancel.
But honestly, his arc would also cancel it. But it's like he didn't use any. I think we can fight this Darius easily, honestly. Look downwards, you can collapse on him. Just initiate with the smite whenever you get to, and then aim to connect your EQ. Does look like we can quite catch him. Now we can't really catch him, we're over chasing a bit too much when Baron is up, so ideally when Baron is up, you know, if he goes away, you don't really wanna like commit for the Darius skill and just wanna kinda like walk up for Baron.
Did I stop to get this?
If they're doing Baron, likely don't wanna stop for a control ward, that's the thing, because your looks could poke, your gangplank could poke, but I would say once the Darius goes, that probably we should just walk towards Wake. I mean Baron.
Yeah. Okay. He. So
So I think the idea is that quite often you don't really press your abilities in combat. I think often you hit your E, but I think you misclick with your Q or something. If you notice, quite often you miss your Q, or in a fight you get distracted on who should you are. You switch way too often your targets, I would say. Or sometimes you should also like already know like basically, like, even if you proc on the front line your passive, you could still R someone in the back line. But
okay.
I think more often you need to smite. So once you can smite champions, you know, when you have 20 stacks in your smite, then you can smite champions. Then you should initiate with the slow, and then you should aim to connect your EQ. It helps a little bit to hit your EQ a bit more easily. Same way it helps you a little bit to get close, because the slow, you know, so you can proc your passive as well. So that's that, I would say. I don't know what else is there. Honestly, I think the camera movement should be more frequent overall to just like see what you can, you know, do. And I would say like probably lane ganks on top lane on bot lane could be a more viable option than ganking them from the upper side, from the reverse side, for example. Just because like once they see you, they're gonna start already walking away. But from a bot lane bush, you could potentially hit your EQ on people, or from a top lane bush. So ideally, you need to lane gank most of the times as Mord, I would say,
Yeah.
and then you'll be a bit more successful. Sometimes you can also like hover people defensively if they're gonna be dived, so you get to R them to counter that. Um, there was like one Warwick fight as well where maybe you could ban him a bit earlier before he counters it with his Q or something, but I would just overall say like be a bit more cautious when you are as well, right? If people are in range with an unstoppable or like a setter or something, then they could cancel your R.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, when you get in some skirmishes, some team fights, it's just like it's something you should already know, like know who you are. So that can also like switch. Like it really depends, cause like sometimes it's also kind of like your escape to dodge some abilities if you're under fire by chance from an MFR or something. But it's really all about like how like who does like looks hit with her abilities or Ari, and based on like the most vulnerable guy, more than often that's the person you want to R. Sometimes you can also R people to peel your teammates if Arakan is trying to engage. Another example can be a bit more flexible on how do you use it to deny engages to get more easy picks in team fight. Sometimes you could also like R someone that's a bit harder to kill for your teammates. It can depend game to game, but who you are in a fight, it's and when you do it, it's also very very important because if you are in time, you could also dodge a Nami bubble or a Nami ultimate, so that allows you to engage a bit faster because projectiles disappear in your death round. That's the thing about Mordekaiser, so the timing really does matter. Otherwise, you're less
Mm-hmm.
likely gonna get the kill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I think I've got the general gist. Is I need to pay more attention and actually use my buttons more.
Yeah,
I think I spend a lot of time just standing around.
I think just less probably like generic autopiloting, it's like a habit you kind of like have to get out of, just to have like a game plan, a goal, based on like each stage of the game, so you don't kind of get lost on the map.
You Okay, okay.
But I would say
Cool,
mainly
cool,
like
cool.
mainly like aim to I would say lane ganks would help you a lot more because otherwise you can't really gank. So I think you should just sneak in a bush, use oracle when the minions are not in vision. You should also like observe where the enemy minions are, and that's where you could like more likely get a gank off, I would say. So on top lane, bot lane ideally you should try to like lane gank.
Okay, okay. Lane gangs. All right. Well,
Do you have any other question?
um, based on my play style, if you can call it that, what champion would you say is best for me? Like, if I wanted to try another champion, or other champions in general, what would you recommend?
Uh, oh, honestly, I think a similar feeling to Mordekaiser. Honestly, like if you like to farm a lot, you could also play Cartus, but you also got to know how to like farm with him. Then you could look for Rs to gank people. Um, Oddly enough, Cartus's ganks can be better than Mord's because of his W. It's something you could try out because I think it's just gonna be just better than Mordekaiser in the jungle. Honestly, I think there are overall better like AD and AP picks. As an AD pick, potentially could also try a ganker like Jarvan. Um, Potentially there are some like Volibear. It's not very very difficult honestly to play. I would say Volibear would maybe be a bit more ideal for you. He's also kind of tank, heals, shields, and does have some bruiser capabilities. I would say Rek'Sai. I would tell you Rek'Sai. I think is something you should give it maybe a shot as an AD champ. Can engage, can set up kills. it's kind of straightforward. Why Vigo can be okay. I'd say these are a bit more hard. I would say Vigo is a bit can be a bit more hard, but um, maybe maybe Sinzao. Like honestly, I think you could have like an engaged jungler as well that you play. So I could say like if you want an AD champ, you could go just Rek'Sai. Honestly, um, if you kinda need an AP champ, you could try maybe Zac. You know, honestly, Diana maybe wouldn't feel to be bad because at least with her you can gank. You can still have a carry, a good amount of carry potential and way faster jungler clear. So in general, if you like to clear your camps and have some ganking capabilities, then Diana gonna be there as an AP pick. Um, so I would say like these are like some general, champs that you could try out as ADP tank engager picks.
Okay, okay. Yeah. I will add them to the queue and do some notes just to see how it feels. Cool. All right. Well, I think we're at about 1 hour.
Let's see how much time passed. I'm gonna look at the chat log to see. So I called you around 5 o'clock and 30 minutes. I typed, yeah, I'm coming soon. Yeah, it's at this point actually almost like 1 hour past. Um, because like in
Yeah.
my opinion, like I didn't say it yet, but I think like Mordekaiser is kind of useless in the jungle. It just I think in lower ranks it can work and you can rank up with him. Like it's not impossible definitely, but I think it's kind of like the type of champ the higher it go on the ranking ladder, the worse it gets. Cause like you can see that you can't really gank with the champion. Your clears are not super fast. Your duels may not be the best, so. That's my issue with Mordekaiser in the current patch, because Riot Games did many things in the past to nerf his jungle clear, his damage overall, and it's not really that ideal anymore in the jungle as it was in the past pre-nerfs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like playing Mordekaiser, obviously. But yeah, I need
That
to
can also be
consider
fine.
others for climbing.
Like that can also be fine if you just like playing more. Like you can, even if a champ is bad in the meta, you can make up for it by being good at it, by being very knowledgeable about certain things. But I would say then you have to generally try harder if you play a worse champ in the meta.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right, Maximus.
I think we should spend the last one doing another review.
All right, can be tomorrow
Yeah.
as well, or do you want it now?
No, no, I have to go now.
Okay.
But yeah, we should do another review because I think I get more from like watching a recent game and then getting feedback on that could have been that, that could have been that.
Okay, we can watch your replay next time, I think then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I guess good evening.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a nice day. Alright, that's it for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one.